Going forward, we would be taking a look at the various types of blockchain, which is a very important topic when you finally go closer to thinking about use cases in your lives. These examples which we discuss about are going to be very beneficial when you are working with blockchains in your everyday lives. Let us start by taking a look at the various types that are available at our disposal. Primarily, there are three types of blockchains. Public, which is the most common form that you must have heard about, such as Bitcoin, Ethereum are all public forms of blockchain, where all the transactions in the blockchain network are publicly visible for you to see. Then there comes private form of blockchain, which goes very close to being centralized in nature, is controlled by a single centralized authority, but definitely has the characteristics of a blockchain or a distributed ledger. When we combine features from both these blockchains, we create a hybrid solution, which most of you must have heard in the name of permissioned or consortium blockchains. Many banks and organizations have found use cases in this permissioned blockchain type. Let us try to look a bit deeper of how these blockchains perform. The public blockchain completely does away with the middleman. And also, the transactions are public but anonymous, something that we saw in the previous lecture as well. In this form of blockchain, the miners are economically incentivized, which means that when they mine blocks, they get some form of monetary return in return. Also, in such blockchains, the blockchain is very secure because usually they have a large number of miners. As we can see in the Bitcoin network, we have over 10,000 nodes which are validating the Bitcoin blockchain in real time, which makes Bitcoin one of the strongest blockchains present. However, one big con here is that the transactions throughput is much slower. We all know Bitcoin network takes around an average of 10 minutes to form a block. Let us go to private blockchains. As we discussed earlier, this goes very close to centralized form of network because it is controlled by a single authority. However, the throughput is very high because the mining requirements are very low. Also, private blockchains allow high privacy of data because of being confined in a single entity-based network. When we move towards discussing consortium blockchains, it is a semi-decentralized form of network and which is best suitable for organizations. This network has all the characteristics of a decentralized network, gives you the ability to create transactions which are private between certain stakeholders. For example, if you're dealing between two different banks, you might not want one bank to be able to see the transactions done by another bank. The transactions would definitely still be visible, but the details of the transactions could be hidden. This is a capability you get natively in such kinds of blockchains. These are not as secure as public blockchains, but still very secure in the form of a network. The throughput is, as in private networks, the throughput is very fast as well. Hence, again, very suitable for enterprise solutions.